weed, tobacco, alcohol, good, bad, baby. Hey everybody, my name is Justin Okamoto, and I'm 28 years old, living here in Japan, and I've been married and blessed for 6 years now, and I have a really cute 10-month-old son, and I'm here today because I wanted to share with you a perspective about this topic of substances. So this was what my education about substances was kind of like growing up. My friend started smoking weed. I wonder if that's okay. I'm kind of curious. Smoking weed is bad. Smoking cigarettes is bad. Alcohol is bad. If you smoke weed, you're gonna be a bum. And you don't need to be like those other kids. Think about your future spouse and how upset they're gonna be to know that you smoked weed. So I actually heard that drinking alcohol attracts evil spirits to come into your body and will cause all kinds of mess in your life. So we really need to stay away from that. There was all this stuff, and I'm not like against all that. I think the heart was in the right place when that was the way that it was explained to me. But for me, that wasn't sufficient for me. I wanted to know why. I saw all my friends drinking, smoking. They seemed like they were having a good time. They seemed like they enjoyed it. They were telling me how much they were enjoying it, and they many times often invited me to enjoy it with them. And as a young guy in high school, I was very tempted, not just because of the substances and my sense of curiosity, but also because of the sense of connection that I felt I was missing out because I wasn't using these substances and I wasn't sharing in that experience with my friends. And so it was really difficult for me. I'm the kind of person who wants to figure it out, wants to know the reasons why I'm not supposed to do something before I'm not going to do something. I'm not somebody who just doesn't do something because somebody tells me that I'm not supposed to, or somebody tells me that it's wrong. That's not my character. I'm a bit of a crazy guy, a wildfire, a free spirit, whatever you want to call it, or just a really bad moody, whatever words you want to attach to this character that is me. You know, my first time smoking weed was with a friend he just got into it just a little bit before me. This was in high school. I was around 18. I was depressed. Okay, that's just the truth of it. I was depressed in life. I liked a girl, and I felt really shy, and I felt trapped, and I felt a distance between this feeling in my heart of like, I like this girl and I want to be with her, and then it was like, but the church says I'm not supposed to do that, so oh my god, I'm so depressed. I feel like I'm in a prison. And that was my mindset of an 18-year-old guy. So I saw my friend. He was kind of in a very similar situation. He liked a girl, didn't feel like he had the confidence to go up to her, and he just felt depressed, and he felt, I'm such a loser and this and that. And so he turned to weed, alcohol, substances, and he would say, oh yeah, you know, I feel so free and so peaceful, man, like, you just try it. Kind of like a lot what like typical stoners might say, like, it's all good, man, just like, you know, go with the flow. And he was just like that. And I wanted to be like that. Honestly, I wanted to feel like my worries went away, and I wanted to feel like a sense of peace of mind, and that I just didn't have to think about my situation. And so I turned to substances. But what kind of pulled me away from that was seeing my friend who was like my best friend. He was somebody that I literally talked to every single day at school. When I get back home from school, we would talk on the phone, and we would talk about our lives, and we talk about anything. I felt so close to this guy. But after he started to smoke weed, it started off just doing something on the weekends, which I was doing with him. But then he would be doing it every single day, and eventually came into this habit where he was going to school like high, and he was in class high, and there was like no moments where we could actually just be with each other sober, where he was sober and I was sober. There was a lot of times when I was sober and he wasn't, and I saw kind of like just the kind of like zombie he kind of became, where he couldn't have any awareness about anything else but his own feelings, that he was feeling good, that he was feeling peaceful, that he was feeling like, you know, all, you know, high and zoned out. And he wasn't there to listen to me. He wasn't there to share with me. There was just no connection there. And it was like he was in a bubble, and I just couldn't penetrate that. And I was so sad about that, because he was somebody that I loved and cared about. And when I saw that, I just said, I'm not going to do that to the people that I love. I am not going to put myself in this bubble like him. So I stopped. I just stopped smoking weed, basically stopped drinking alcohol. Cigarettes was something that was easy to get rid of, actually, because I didn't even like it anyway. Tastes terrible and makes you stink, and it's just gross. But what I want you to understand from this story that I'm telling you very honestly about my life is that there is a reason why people turn to substances. It's not because they want to smoke weed. It's not because they want to drink. It's not because they want to smoke cigarettes. It's because they're looking for a certain experience of life, a certain emotion that they're trying to feel, that they feel trapped, and they feel like there's no other way to experience that emotion except for turning to that substance. So what are those emotions that people are trying to feel? Peace of mind, happiness, joy, a sense of freedom, a sense of being themselves, a sense of, I don't know, a sense of connection with others. It's also, you know, people feel when they get high, they can connect easily with people. People feel when they drink that they're able to just be themselves. They're able to be more social. They're able to let their guard down and just be out there with people and make people laugh and be humorous and funny. And people want to feel like they're funny. People want to feel like they're needed. People want to feel like they belong. That's actually what all people are going after that. And some people see, oh, this substance is something that's helping me get there. Ah, okay. So that's my strategy. But what people often miss out on is that there's a detrimental effect to these substances. It's a shortcut. It's a shortcut to where you really want to be. Okay? And here's the thing with shortcuts. When we take shortcuts in life, we never grow to be strong enough ourselves to get there ourselves if we keep relying on the shortcut. So what is it really going to take to be completely free? What is it really going to take to have complete peace of mind, to have an experience of being myself around others, to experience belonging to a group, to a community? These are not easy things to accomplish in life for anybody. It doesn't matter how you're born. If you're a naturally more shy person, a naturally more outgoing, optimistic person, this is not easy for anybody. It takes time, it takes work, it takes support, and it takes a whole lot of love and connecting to people who love you. Older brothers and sisters, parents, aunts and uncles, mentor figures, coach, a coach if you're lucky to have one. It takes a lot of soul searching to understand why it is that I'm not fully free, why it is that I'm not fully myself around people. And I want to tell you where I am now, because where I am now is in a completely different place. Actually, up until just maybe 4 months ago, I was still drinking every once in a while, about once a month, maybe twice a month. And the time that I would drink was when I would go to karaoke with my friends here in Japan. Well, actually, I just had one friend. He's a really good friend of mine. I love him. And we would go together, and just to be more free and just to have, this was my thing. It was like, I just want to have a lot of fun right now. So one drink won't hurt. And maybe it didn't really hurt that much, but definitely didn't physically leave me feeling that great the next day. Even one drink actually feels like, if you just notice how your body reacts to that, it actually just feels like poison just went through your body. and you feel like aches and pains, and like that doesn't feel good actually after the day after. But that was my thing. It's like, yeah, just a couple drinks. Even though I'm like, I've been a youth pastor, I've been a young adult pastor, I've been an assistant pastor, I've given sermons, I've given speeches to thousands of youth all around the world, and adults and people of all ages and shapes and sizes, and I've been this great figure for many young people as a mentor, as an older brother, and yet secretly I was drinking a couple times a month. I'm not saying that it's the worst thing in the world. I'm not saying that I'm gonna go to hell because of that. I don't believe that either. I believe God is a very loving and forgiving God. But what I can tell you is recently I decided to totally give that up. Not because I'm thinking it's wrong, but because I just don't need it. I don't feel like I need it. And I feel like I'm completely free to be myself right now. And I'm making this video for you guys, and I'm not hiding anything. I'm just being me. And that's the experience, actually, that everybody wants. Doesn't matter if you're a first gen, a second gen, a third gen, not a member, Christian, Muslim, every single person in the world wants to experience that they can be themselves. Wherever they go, they can be free. They can have peace of mind. And I'm telling you, right now, that's what I have. And I don't need a substance. I don't need alcohol. I don't need weed. I don't need anything to be there. Because I have something that's so much more powerful. And that is the love of God. Because when you have the love of God flowing through you, nothing else matters. I don't need to impress you. I'm not here to impress you. I'm just here to share with you the amazing journey that God has put me through because of how much He loves me. And if this message can show to you how much God loves you too, that's all that matters to me. I want you to know that I may not know you, but God is using me to love you right now, to guide you to a path of joy and happiness. And all of this is love. And if you can get that, then you will never have a need for any other substance. And you'll be great. And life will be perfect. Well, I don't know if it's perfect, but life will be good. So, be grateful. Anyway, guys, I love you. Trying to keep this short. There's so much I want to share with you, but I was told to keep this under 15 minutes. And it's already 15 minutes, so I gotta go. Love you guys. Bye.